Got a pair of AirPods Pro and maybe you're not staying in your ears very well? Got a couple solutions to take a peek at for that. Hey guys, welcome back to techgooch. So, several weeks ago, there was some sales going on the AirPods Pro. Got them for $199. Couldn't resist. Like any in-ear headphones that I've ever owned or ever tried, I've always had a hard time keeping them in my ears. Some are better than others, but no matter what, they never stay in my ears. If I start talking to people or if I'm doing something or running or whatever, they don't stay in my ears. They eventually kind of work their way loose, and then I kind of just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. So, the only pair of headphones that I've ever had that did a decent job on that of staying in were actually a pair of Bose. And they had these little ear hooks, and they kind of stayed in decently. And so I thought, let's go on Amazon, let's see what I find. I found two different varieties. They're distinctively different from each other, and I found one works better than the other. This is not a video on one product. This is a video on just a type of solution to get these guys, which I love, to stay in these guys right here. So, Proof Labs was the first one I got. They're, and as you can see here, and I'm going to bring the video here in a second, but I got this neoprene case, kind of protective little case for it. Came with a carabiner, and I've been kind of hanging on to both varieties, going back and forth to try to see which one works better. And of course, this is going to be different for everybody's ear. Everybody's ears are different, but I think one definitely works better than the other. So let's bring it in. Let's show you what I got, and we'll go over pretty cheap costs too. Okay, so first we have Proof Labs. Now, Proof Labs is a kit that actually comes with 3 sets of the ear hooks, and so you can see these are the ear hooks right here. There are not different sizes; they just are 3 sizes of left and right, so if you lose one, you have some extras, right? Essentially, that's what these are. They also come with essentially the same size tips, but foam tips rather than the traditional kind of the rubberized ones that the Apple ones come with. Ooh, mine's nice and dirty, isn't it? Always gets dirty. But these are kind of rubberized. These are foam rubber. So if you prefer the foam rubber or they stay in your ears better, the Proof Labs comes as a kit with all of these. And so what I paid for this, well, they're actually different, right? They actually are different costs for each of these 2 sets too, and I'll go over these here in a second. Okay, so $16.95 is what this whole set costs. Now this is 2 pair here. The 3rd pair I actually have is the one that I've been using. I haven't lost one yet, but $16.95 is what it'll cost you to get the entire set. So that's the expensive option, and it works. I tried all 3 tips, all 3 varieties of tips, not only in the Apple Watch, or that came with my AirPods Pro, but also the foam tips as well, and they worked. They worked pretty decent. However, they still would slowly work their way, and then basically with the noise cancellation that you have available with the AirPods Pro, I would lose the suction, and then I'd hear more noise, so then I'd push them in. Now, they would last a lot longer than if I didn't have them. So I was better. I was happier with these than I was. However, looking at, comparing these to my old, to the pictures, at least of the Bose ones, this is just a finger. That's all it is. It's just a little finger, right? And it works, but you still have a lot of bounce in that finger. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to try another pair. These were $7, $6.99. They're actually a thinner material, so they almost have, they're lighter, I guess. But you can see how they actually have the 2-piece hook, so they have more of a spring, I guess, to them is the better way to put that. They also come with 3 pairs, so there's 2 more pair in the bag here. These are just, made in China, cheap things. I'm sure these are the same thing. But these definitely are lighter. They feel, I will say, they feel cheaper than the Proof Labs ones. The other downside to this $6.99 pair is that it's stretchier. See how stretchy that is? So, and I'll show this on one on the other and one on one. If I go to put this on, putting it on takes a second. So you have to kind of pop it through the hole, right? And then you have to line up, actually it went out really quick that time, but you got to line up all the two openings for the sensors on the AirPods Pro. Sometimes that takes a minute, because if it covers up one of these guys, you'll put it in your ear and it won't work. It won't do anything. You'll hear things, but everything's not working properly. The Proof Labs variety, when you go to put these guys on, let me put the right one on. Ew, gross again. These, because they're a thicker material, they line up, they don't have as much stretchiness to them, so they line up right away, a lot faster. Now, this was not normal when I put this one on. Usually it's me kind of pulling on it and stretching it and getting it to work, making sure it allows that and allows that one up. Now, of course, that's only when you're putting them on for the first time, and then I'll wear them half the day, and then I'll throw them in the case at lunch, and then I'll put them back in for the remainder of the half a day. These take longer to install. Now we're talking an extra 15 to 30 seconds than the Proof Labs do, but once they're in, this double little hook loop here works better, in my opinion, at maintaining pressure towards my ear canal. So these stay in better. So it's hard for me to really show it, but I'm going to put one in each ear, and that way I can show you what they look like, one in each ear. Okay, so got the Proof Labs in my right ear, or your left of screen, and I've got the cheaper version in my left ear, or I guess the right of screen. I'm not probably going to start playing music. Yep, there it is. So they're both in, they're both sealing pretty good. If you can look, that's the Proof Labs, that's what she's going to look like. Now, of course, I can't see it, so I don't even know how well I lined them up. And then I've got the cheaper version on this ear, which I do. There we go. Now she's in. So you can see that. Now, right now, they're both equal. But if I was to continue to talk loudly or do something or be doing something or shake my head, this one, it'll take, I'm not saying that it's going to take 5 minutes. It takes a little while, but this will eventually work its way where I'll have to take my finger and just kind of push on the backside real quick and just re-suck it into the ear canal. This one, infrequently. A lot less frequently than the Proof Labs. Now, I think the Proof Labs is definitely a better quality product. If I was to say which one's higher quality, the Proof Labs. But which one would I buy again, now knowing what I have? The $7 ones, the $6.99, whatever they are. They work better, at least for my ear canal. But just in the theory of looking at these, you can tell which one's going to have a little bit more of a spring in pushing pressure down into the ear canal better. The shark fin ones, I guess, is maybe the best way to put that, right? So Proof Labs, if you could for me, change that design a little bit, because I like the heavier material. I think is going to last longer, easier, faster to install. And if you put that little shark fin on there, I think it would make it even better because it is a heavier weight material. So it actually would put even more spring into forcing that down into the ear canal. So I like both. They both work good. But in this instance, the cheaper ones work better. Now, I will put links down in the description where you can take a peek at both of these varieties. If maybe you're not like me, it stays in pretty good, but once in a while it just kind of pops a little loose, maybe the Proof Labs is actually what you want to look at. Or maybe if you want to also have those extra ear tips, if you like foam ear tips, maybe the Proof Labs, like I said, is what you're looking for. And in that case, definitely check those guys out. But I'm going to put links to both of these. So you can actually take a peek at them. You can look at other people's thoughts and descriptions and reviews of them through the Amazon page that I'm going to link in here. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. I mean, obviously, looks is one thing. They look good. The problem with both of them is at the end of the day, when you pull them back out, you gotta remove them before you can put it back in the charging case. So when I was saying at lunchtime when I get back, okay, it's time for lunch, I got to take those off to put them in the charging case, which is why I keep the carabiner on there, because I can keep these with me at all times. Now, I've been keeping both pair with me because I've been trying both of them out. I wanted to find out which one works better for me. In this case, I know which one works now. I don't know why I keep it on there. If nothing else, I have a backup pair, I guess, with me. I can wear them without it. It's just that they will slowly work their way loose. And having those ear hooks is a lifesaver for me, at least. So that's it, guys. Comment below, subscribe, share the video, give it a thumbs up if you could for me. If you have any questions, let me know. But let everybody else know if you've tried these, or if you have other recommendations. Maybe you know of another company or another type of thing that actually help hold the AirPods Pro in your ear better. Hit me up over at techgooch.com. Just head over to techgooch.com. Send me basically a contact through the contact sheet there, and let me know exactly what you're looking at, and maybe I'll take a peek at those as well. So thanks for stopping by here, guys. If you have any other questions, like I said, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for staying to the end. Catch you back here for a future video review right here on Tech Gooch. We'll see you soon.